Well everyone, it's time for us to go ahead and do a quick comparison between the M1 iPad Air and the M2 iPad Pro that just ended up coming out. Now I'm going to go ahead and pre-order the M2, I've already pre-ordered the M2 iPad Pro. It's going to be coming in very soon, so keep a like down on my main channel so you don't miss that specific comparison. Now on the outside, what's very funny, these two iPads, at least for the base models, the 11-inch ones, they're very similar in terms of the way they look. Price tag wise though they're very different. The Wi-Fi iPad on both these, $599 for the iPad Air, $799 for the iPad Pro. So definitely keep that in mind, about a $200 difference between these two models. Now, technically speaking, they're both kind of 11 inches, but the iPad Pro, I guess, has less bezel overall, which makes it a little bit bigger. So 10.9-inch panel on the iPad Air 5, 11-inch panel on the iPad Pro, but they are a little bit different. You have Pro Motion on the iPad Pro, which is 120 Hz. We have that standard 60 Hz on the iPad Air. So that is a pretty big difference right there. You're getting Pro Motion. It is a much better type of display on that type of panel than you were getting on the iPad Air, but the iPad Air's panel is still pretty good. Throughout though, you're getting USB-C on both, Apple Pencil 2 support on both, flat sides on both. The back is a little bit different. You're getting the same type of styling, but you are getting that single camera setup on the iPad Air. We're getting that dual camera setup on the iPad Pro. So that's probably one big thing to keep in mind. It's definitely an overall better camera setup you're getting on the iPad Pro, but if you're not really caring about it too much, the iPad Air might still be good enough for you. Now another thing is the chipset inside. So the iPad Air has that M1 chipset that Apple has, been hyping up like crazy, and it's a good chipset for sure. I've been using my M1 and M1 Pro MacBooks for quite a bit of time. My iPad Pro with the M2 chipset is obviously a much powerful machine, but I've already used the M2 chipset inside the MacBook Air, and maybe it's an improvement, but for most people out there, you're probably not going to tell that big of a difference. So I'll say performance is going to be better on the iPad Pro, but the iPad Air is still plenty of goodness, in terms of the performance segment, at least for me. Now, one of the major differences I will say, besides the Touch ID and Face ID difference between both, is probably two things. One, USB-C connector on both, but you are getting that Thunderbolt 4 support on that iPad Pro, which is nice, but also the top tier storage. You're only getting 256 max storage on the iPad Air. We can go up to 2 terabytes of storage on the iPad Pro. So that's a pretty big difference right there as well. So those are pretty much the main differences between both. I'll be getting them in-house and kind of testing them further and seeing how they kind of hold up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.